Guardiola is having a medical and should complete his move from RB Leipzig in the next hours. It's the Community Shield on Sunday. Treble winner City playing Arsenal in the friendly at Wembley. Arsenal finished second to City last season in the Premier League. Guardiola is expecting them to push his side close again this season and says they won't be the only ones.
Everybody knows that if you start every season, I say the same, but that is my feeling. So it's not 1, 2. There are a lot of teams that are going to fight for everything, and the challenge is massive for us. So how we be able mentally and how we can grow as a team, football-wise, and sustain that level.
French defender Axel Disasi has joined Chelsea from Monaco for just over $49 million. The 25-year-old will offer Mauricio Pochettino defensive cover at Stamford Bridge after Wesley Fofana sustained a serious knee injury. It's their 5th signing of the summer. FIFA is investigating an official complaint that the Zambia head coach Bruce Mwape sexually assaulted a player at the Women's World Cup. Mwape was rubbing his hand at one of his players during a training session in New Zealand last month. In response, the Football Association of Zambia said it hasn't received any complaints and that all the films, Zambia are no longer in the tournament after being knocked out in group stages. The hosts Great Britain have won 3 gold and 4 silver medals after a great start to Friday's evening session at the Cycling World Championships in Glasgow. GB dominated the paracycling schedule with Jody winning his 20th Cycling World title in the men's C4 1 kilometre time trial. Also among the winners, Flackie and Matthew Rotherham, who finished just ahead of teammates James Ball and Stefan Lloyd to take gold in the men's B1 kilometre time trial. And the British MotoGP is this Sunday, 6-time world champion Marquez will be on the grid. The Spanish rider injured his arm in a crash in 2020 and needed surgery, missing the next 2 seasons. This year was supposed to be a fresh start, but he arrives at Silverstone having crashed in all 3 of his races this season.
Now I feel ready to fight for the victory, but for some reason I'm not able to do it. So that becomes difficult about mental side. And there are a lot of crashes, another injuries, difficult about mental side. But I say nothing. In the professional side, professional life is one of my is the hardest moment of my career. But the personal life is the best moment in my life. So this compensates a bit, and the people around me try to help me to go out from that situation.
All build up stuff on the BBC Sport website. That is all is sport for now. Christian.
Kevin, thank you very much for that. The oceans warmer than ever. This week, the average daily global sea temperature beat a 2016 record. It reached 20.96 Celsius. That's far above the average for this time of the year. Let me show you a chart and you'll get a sense of what's been happening. So these are records that date all the way back to 1979. The red line you're looking at there shows this year's data. The grey lines beneath it are the previous years. Those records you'll see are set in March at the end of the summer in the southern hemisphere, but as you can see, that record has been broken this year in August, and that's largely down to the hot summers we've had in the northern hemisphere. Here's our climate editor, Justin Rowland. Marine scientists send down an array of instruments to assess the impact of warm water off the coast of Plymouth.
Have we got a reading today yet? I heard them say something around 18 or 19, which is 4 degrees higher than it should be.
One of the most dramatic heat waves ever recorded in the UK seas has just subsided, part of a global trend of warming waters.
Well, the ocean temperature, the ocean itself is what regulates the temperature of the globe. So when we see the very thing that regulates the temperature of the globe increasing in temperature, that should be a cause of concern.
Some 90% of the additional heat trapped on Earth by man-made climate change is absorbed by the seas and the oceans.